Hello and welcome to pmblounge.com. Today we are taking a look into the CAPM certification, more specifically the CAPM examination, which you can take from the comfort of your home now. So no longer waiting in the queues and finding your open slot in the exam center, no longer worrying about the traffic or the venue of the exam. You can take the exam from your home. Of course, you need to book the slot and you can take it from your own computer as well. So how is that possible? What needs to be done? Let's go directly to my favorite website, pmi.org, and I'll share the direct link to this web page in the description below, so you can come over here as well. Watch this video. This is actually very important. And here's something important which I'd like to read here. Please review the minimum system requirements and run system test and exam simulation. So here's a link here which you need to run before scheduling for the exam. If you schedule an online proctored exam and your computer equipment does not meet the requirements, you are unlikely to receive a refund. So run the system test. If your system is not eligible and you not eligible for you to be able to take an exam from home, the CAPM exam from home, and you already booked the exam, you are unlikely to receive a refund as well. So if your computer does not meet these requirements, please schedule to take the exam at the test center. So of course, the CAPM exam is available to be taken from the test center as well. This is just an additional option wherein you can now take the exam from the home. Now, the exam based on the PMBOK Guide 5th edition will be available until 20 May 2018. So this is for the CAPM exam. CAPM exam, which is based on PMBOK Guide 5th edition, is available till 20 May 2018. As of this video, the PMP exam is already changed and PMP is now based on PMBOK edition 6. For CAPM, the change date is 21st of May 2018. That is when the CAPM will change. Now, they've given certain questions here, which I have actually kept open so that I don't miss out on them. So these are basically FAQs. We'll quickly look into some of them. These are actually very important if you are planning to take the exam from your home. So how do I know if an online proctored exam is right for me? Start by ensuring your computer meets our requirements by completing the required system test. So this is a link which you need to kind of go over and make sure your computer is good enough and eligible to take the exam from home. We also strongly recommend you review the CAPM online proctoring video, which was the video that I mentioned above in this page itself. So this is the video. Again, this is the PMI website. All copyrights belong to PMI. No copyrights infringement intended. If you have any doubts or reservations, we recommend that you schedule your exam at a test center. So, of course, this is something new. Uh, if you have any doubts, you should take the exam from the test center and not from your home. So, what certifications are available for online proctored exam? PMP aspirants, can you take your PMP exam from your home? Not yet. CAPM is actually the only certification, the only PMI certification available for online proctored exams. So PMP, nope, you have to go to the test center. In what languages are the exam available? So exams are actually available. The language aids are available for other languages as well, and this is available in the CAPM handbook. There's one handbook for PMP as well. I have this CAPM handbook open here. The direct link will be available in the description as always, of course. And some of the videos that we have done on CAPM will also be available in the description. But the handbook is actually one of the most important documents that PMI publishes related to any of the certifications. A lot of people don't read the handbook, and that is where I'd suggest you go over and read the handbook. For even if you're taking your CAPM or your PMP, you should read the handbook. It has a lot of information which is very, very helpful. Now, on page, this is where the language aids. So there are basically language aids available for 13 languages for the CAPM exam. You've got Arabic, you've got Brazilian Portuguese, you've got Chinese simplified as well as traditional, French, German, Hebrew, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Russian, Spanish, Turkish. So these are the 13 languages for which the aids are available. You can take your exam in these languages as well. Where can I take my CAPM exam? You can take your proctored exam online at home or in your office. So you can take the exam from your office as well using your own desktop or laptop computer, or at, of course, again, at the testing center, you can take the exam as well. Where can I schedule my CAPM exam? So you can schedule that online 24 by 7. You can take the exam. Uh, you can schedule the exam online, but the exam appointments are offered only on Tuesday to Saturday every week. Right? There are some other questions that I'd like to take here from technical considerations. Can I still take the online proctored exam if my computer does not pass the system test, the link that we spoke of earlier in the video? So you cannot take the test, and remember, the PMI has clearly mentioned that you might not even get your refund as well if you have booked an exam and your computer or laptop doesn't pass the test, the system test, right? So don't do that. All right, some more questions from exam day requirements. Will I be able to access the internet while taking my exam? So will you be able to watch some pmplounge.com videos while you're answering questions, while you're taking up the CAPM exam? So that is not a possibility. Your computer will be locked down once you start your exam. You will not be able to access the internet or use other software applications while taking an exam. So this is not an open book exam. You cannot refer to any other resources while you are taking your CAPM. So there will be a proctor who will be available. You can actually communicate with the proctor from your phone. There's a chat option as well. There's another software PV Proctor, which can be used for communication. So of course, all communication will be conducted in English. So although language aids are available for 13 languages, but your proctor will only be speaking in English with you. Will I be able to eat, drink, or take a break during the exam? So this is interesting. If you're taking the exam from an exam center, you can definitely walk out and take a break. Although the time for your exam will keep running, right? If you're taking a 10 minutes break, you're taking that in the duration of your exam as well. But if you're taking the exam from home or office, breaks are not allowed for any reason, and leaving your desk will invalidate your score, right? So this is something to consider. Eating, drinking, smoking, and chewing gum are also prohibited during the exam. So this is something to consider. Can I receive any assistance during the exam? Any assistance from anyone? You may not receive any assistance from other individuals while taking the exam. If a third party enters the room during the testing process, your exam will be terminated. The proctor cannot answer questions related to the exam content. So wherever you're taking the exam, if they see there is any third party in the room, or if they enter the room during the entire testing process, your exam can get terminated. So if you're taking the exam from your office and somebody walks in the meeting room that you're taking the exam in, you might be in trouble. So consider that as well. So that's pretty much it that we had in this video. Hope you were able to understand the requirements and this new option of taking the CAPM exam from the comforts of your home and office. Of course, it comes with its own pair of conditions. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Check us out on our social media, facebook.com/pmplounge and twitter.com/pmplounge. If you have any queries, feel free to send them at pmplounge@gmail.com. And do check out the website pmplounge.com, your number one free resource for PMP certification and project management industry information. Thank you.